Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by Matumbo, but into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody.
Let's go. Let's go. Play the guitar. Hit it with the solo, Carl. Hit it with the solo, Carl. Let's go.
Those who don't know, when we win, we have a party, a Sixers party, with the tune that goes a little like that right there. Sixers win, Sixers win. Negadelphia is going to say what they want to say. We keep it real here on our show. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't what we wanted tonight.
Wait. First of all, it's exactly what I wanted.
No, we
A
wanted
W.
the W.
A W.
We wanted the W. We wanted it the W, but we wanted to dominate in W too, with those who was on the floor. But nevertheless, we got to win tonight. How y'all feel about tonight's win and the players that played in it?
I mean, go ahead. Go. You go ahead.
I always love them wins. You know me. I want to win every game. I don't want to lose not one.
82-0.
But
Mama done
Tobias Harris said not on his watch tonight.
Mom, tell him again, Mom.
Mama done
A win is a win, dog.
Tobias Harris said not on his watch. So
he didn't shoot well.
My first flowers are gonna go to him for playing all around basketball all 4 quarters. And he definitely came in clutch there at the end, making his free throws that were very important when the game was really close. So shout out to him.
Most definitely, man. One important point I like to point out with Tobias. My knock on him has never been like, he's not putting up 30 points and this and that. My thing is, when the shot isn't falling, Tobias,
do other things.
Do other things on the floor.
That's what he did.
Able body, bro. You're an able body. You can throw up 10 assists. You could throw up 10, 11 rebounds. You know what I mean? And with the lack of a true point guard on this roster, we're going to need a few guys every night with 6, 7 assists.
Can
I
give a flower?
Tell him, Mama. Tell him.
Can I give a flower?
Give the flower.
Say his Niang.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He had a big game tonight, man. Being that he only played 21 minutes, 22 minutes and 19 points
A
off
point
the
a minute
bench.
in there. A point
Almost
a
a
minute
point a
in
minute
Oh
there.
my
there.
goodness, yo!
Yeah, yeah.
What he gave us tonight is what we need. He gave us more than what we need from him, and I love that. That is amazing. What George Niang gave us tonight, amazing. Furkan Korkmaz, the milk carton, the label on the milk carton is gone. We're not looking for you no more. We know
We
where
see
you're
you.
at. We
We see
know
you.
where you're at. We just want to see you more often. That's
Most
all
definitely.
I have to say
Most
about
definitely.
Furkan. The
Most
bench
definitely.
gave the bench gave me my magic number of 30 tonight. The starters did what they needed to do. Don't get me wrong, Tyrese Maxey didn't shoot well. He didn't play amazing, but he didn't lose us the
He
game.
didn't lose the game.
Oh
Bottom line.
man, this
Bottom
this
line.
the the, the performance we got overall. Do I think we could have played better defense? Yes. Do I
Yes.
hate seeing guys like Chris Boucher have career nights against us? I don't like it. But at the end of the day, when this game is over, the only thing that people see is the win column and the loss column. Did we add a number to this one or did we add a number to this one? We added a number to the win column. That's all I
Most
care
definitely.
about. Let's go
Most definitely.
Sixers.
Let's
Well,
go.
fellas, we went 1 for 1 on the over and under.
Okay.
3-point shot. We made that one.
We had
But
14. We had 14 threes.
we made that one.
But we lost the Maxi over under. We lost the Maxi over under big time too. Because
Big
it
time.
was it 23? Did I say?
23
Yeah.
points for Maxi. He shot a dud tonight.
What
Hey,
he had like 7 points tonight?
Five.
5 points tonight. But
Five.
you know what? Just like with Tobias, and I'm not taking no pressure off of him because he definitely is capable of putting up 15 points a game or more. But when you're having a slump like that, or when you're not, the shot's not going to, you gotta find other things to do on the floor. Create energy. Bring other things to the game, man. There's a lot of players that I played with over the years in the past. They weren't very talented, but they were glued
You gotta
like,
blame that on Yang, bro.
huh?
He took his shots. Yang took all his shots.
take
Yang
them,
all
take
the
them, take
and,
them,
and the way
take
he
'em.
was shooting the night, you can't blame it. And as he was performing the way he was performing tonight, I I looked into early in the year when we went on that winning streak. George Nang was a big part of that,
That's a fact.
along with Korkmaz as well. So if those two could get going off this bench consistently, that's shooting right there, that's bench scoring, that takes pressure off the starting lineup from having to do it all. So, and not to mention Shake Milton hasn't been playing. So, that's another 12,
Oh,
13
when we get
points.
shake back, like I know a lot of people in the city is down on the team right now because we're not performing up to our standards, what we expect from the Sixers right now. But man, I look at as much as I hate Danny Green come back, Shake Milton come back. Those are 3 minute getters. Like we not
Yeah,
missing Jaden Springer, Isaiah Joe, and Paul Reed. We missing people in the lineup right now.
most definitely. Most
When
definitely.
them 3 come back, if we can gel and figure something out up into the All Star break, man, this team's gonna be dangerous. Like I know it's up and down on this podcast. Some days we on here like, oh come on, what is going on with the Sixers? We don't have an identity. We can't figure it out. I hate the losses. But when I see games like this, I know what we capable of. And
Yeah.
seeing what we capable of, even without our full roster, oh my goodness.
It's
When we
hard,
are
man,
healthy,
because some of them losses that we took, a lot of the losses that we took, teams are beatable, man. Like
oh
we're
Yeah.
yes.
losing some games to teams that are inferior to us. If you ask me, I mean, there's no other way for me to slice it,
Mhm.
and we just letting these teams get away with them. Like,
Most definitely. Most
you know what I
definitely.
mean?
I like that.
Yeah, Timmy said he thought he heard MVP chants for George Nang tonight. You know,
Like if he could like this is he is such just a good basketball player. Like he's not a star. He's not a guy that's gonna get you 40 or 30 or nothing like that. But I feel like he's the type of guy if he sees somebody he know can't guard him, he gonna go get a bucket. Like it was one time they ran him off the line. They ran him off the 3-point line. He drove, spin move, layup because he just felt, you can't guard me. Like I'm going
yeah,
to score on you. I
yeah,
love his mentality, man.
yeah.
I didn't know that's what we were getting when we got Jordan Yang.
Me
I
neither.
felt like we was getting a stretch forward that was gonna come off our bench. He's gonna just make threes. Granted, He has been a stretch forward that makes threes, but he gives us he's a
He could do
basketball
other
player.
stuff. He's a
He's
ball player.
he's a
Almost all his
basketball player.
shots are argue. You could argue if it's an and one or not.
Yeah,
All the
he's a
ones that he's taking,
basketball
not the
player.
jump shots.
Years
Yeah, man.
old, years old, bird, years
What up?
old.
What up, Big Bird?
Big dub, bird, big dub, the night bird.
Big
Like
homie.
although Carl started it with this and I interrupted him, it wasn't the way we wanted to win, but a win is a win. A
Yeah,
win is
man.
a win. A win is
Yeah,
a
man.
win. And
We'll take it.
I like what the team did overall today. Tobias, like we said, man, when you just not hitting, if you could just do the other things, the little things, man, that goes a long way. And when they announced Tobias Harris just recorded his first, I said, wait, what? I pulled my phone out. I said, let me look at the box score. Yo, Tobias Harris is balling. Yes,
Yeah.
he shot 3 for 12. He shot 3 for 12, which is not
Oh
great
yeah. Oh
by
yeah.
no stretch of the imagination. But when you're not hitting and you can do those extra things, it goes a long way, in my
That
opinion.
helps
In
the
my
team.
As
opinion,
much as we criticize him for having an ISO game, for him to pull off 10 assists to cap off a triple double, that's commendable.
think about everybody. Think everybody. Look, I'm gonna give everybody homework. Go back on these podcasts, and the one thing me and Carl and Jose always say is Tobias just an ISO player. He don't like he when he gets the ball. Matter of fact, last podcast, I forget who said it, but somebody said Tobias just a gunner. Like he just goes and when he got the ball, it's tunnel vision. For him to come out tonight and have 10 assists is big, man.
It's big.
Big.
It's
That's
growth.
big.
It's
That's
growth,
big.
man. You can never stop growing as an NBA player. I don't care if it's year 6, year 7. Add something new to your game to make it harder to guard you. If guys are worried about you dishing off, then they're not on you so much. You'll be freed up to hit that shot, Tobias. So, I'm glad to see that as well. This team is growing, still trying to find an identity. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. Go to the big man first. Figure
Definitely.
it out after the fact.
So I'm glad you said that.
Figure it out after the
I'm gonna ask the question, a little conversation piece, real quick. And today, December 20, what's the day? The 28th. On today, I don't think Joel Embiid is the MVP. But if you are an MVP voter, what place is he in the MVP voting?
Hmm.
I'm giving him around the fourth position.
I'm saying 3.
I'm saying between 3 and 4. So I agree with you, Jose. I wanted to say 3, but I don't want to use my bias, and say 3. But I think it's between 3 and 4 as
I mean,
far
a
as
biased person would say 1.
a bias. But that would be crazy. We know
I'm
he's not the number
Yeah.
one MVP candidate right now.
I'm somewhat
Steph has it locked up today. If it ended today, Steph gets the MVP.
I'm somewhat biased, and I'll tell you why. And he's not one, but I do think he's 2. And here's why I think he's 2. We've seen this team with him, and we've seen this team without him. What player in the NBA can you name that makes a drastic difference on his team like Joel Embiid? He is the most valuable player to us. Now, of course, he hasn't performed to his best on the offensive end of the floor, but it's still a young season. I'm looking for him to perform much better. You already see his scoring is getting a little.
I mean, if you
Getting
want to be
there.
realistically, Timmy, okay, maybe you're right, but I'm not giving Jokic a place in front of Embiid again this year. Sorry.
Today, I don't give Jokic the nod over Embiid.
Yeah.
Today,
No,
like if you
it's
take
hip
away
hop.
if you take away Steph and KD, I don't. Joker's definitely not 3 in my opinion right now. I think if anybody, I would give it to maybe Giannis because when Giannis is there, I feel like Giannis and Embiid have the same impact on their team. When they're there, it's a whole different team. When they're not there, it's a whole different team. So
It's a
I
whole
would
different
definitely
team.
not put Joker over Embiid right now. If I had to give anybody, I would say Steph is 1, KD is 2, Giannis is 3, and Embiid is 4 right now in my MVP votes. In my
Since
MVP
we're
vote.
since we're in that conversation, defensive player of the year, I saw the post up saying that Matisse Thybulle was 3rd in that running. What do you guys think about that? How do you feel? Let it out.
I, I I'm sorry, Jose. Let me go real quick. I think that I agree with the third. However, I've noticed in the last 3 or 4 games that teams are being physical with him while he's on defense, which is getting him in foul trouble. Think about it. He fouled out last game, and then he had 4 fouls tonight. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4 fouls tonight. People are getting more more into him as he's getting into them to make it hard for him to show, look, I can stop you. And you know how the NBA is with these ticky tack little fouls. And he's been getting in foul trouble the last 2 games. He's had 10 fouls over the last 2 games. So in the last 2, I think he may have dropped, but before these last 2, easily top 3 defensive player of the year candidates. Easily, without question.
I'm gonna ride on that same wagon. I think he's been getting into some foul trouble. Um, but then again, what good defender is not in foul trouble? You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. So for someone to say, "Oh well, he ain't in the conversation because he fouls a lot," I mean that's absurd. Um, you know what I mean? You always like you look back at the best defenders in the last 20 years or 30 years, and they're known for having a lot of fouls, a
Yeah.
lot of technical fouls. This guy's pretty passive, but
Hmm.
in my days, I seen a lot of vocal, you know what I mean, getting texts a lot, getting kicked out of games. So I mean,
And that's the thing, Jose. I've paid attention to that portion of it. I think people look at him and say, "Yo, he's a physical defender," and they've made it hard on him to just be a great defender. But he's still making an impact on the game, and I do appreciate that about him. And I get what you're saying. In the past, we know the best defenders still do get fouls. It's just we never saw that from Tease. And now we're seeing it from Tease, but he's still making an impact, and I love it. I love what he's giving us on defense, and it don't hurt. It's not an amazing game. It doesn't hurt when he scores 7 points, also, because like I said, the last 2 games he gave us Krispy Kreme donuts. If
yeah,
you
but
can
if we talk
defend,
about defense, we can't talk about his points. I'm sorry. That's no bueno.
no, I'm saying that's the extra I'm getting from him. I love that I got 7 from him. 7 from Matisse is all I want. 7 is all I want from Matisse Thybulle is between 7 and 10 points. If I get 7 to 10 points, I know what I'm getting defense. The 7 and
Yeah,
10 is the icing on the cake to me. To
it
me,
is. Off the bench.
yeah. No,
I, I'm
he started tonight. He started tonight.
all right.
I mean,
Go
he's
ahead.
definitely an argument this year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
He's
most
definitely in the
definitely.
argument.
Most definitely. I think he'd be in an argument for the rest of his career. We're talking about an elite defensive player and a defensive city, Philadelphia. I love Matisse' game, but I'm looking forward to see him grow it offensively
Well,
as
he
well.
showed me against Steph Curry was enough for me to have his back all year.
Oh yeah,
Okay, you have his back all year. I'm sorry to keep y'all keep throwing me lines that make me want to
hmm
start
hmm
that makes me want to start conversation pieces.
go ahead.
Although you have his back all year, is Matisse Thybulle our starting small forward fully healthy?
I mean,
No, I mean yes or no question. Is Matisse Thybulle our starting small forward? Before you go anywhere, I think my aggressiveness with the question makes you kind of hesitant.
nah,
I
nah.
say
Look, look, look,
yes.
look. Here you go.
I
Here you
say
go.
yes.
Here you go. Let me say this. All right. Regardless of the team woes, issues, needs, wants, yes, he's our starting small forward.
I agree. I agree. I think what he gives us makes him the starting small forward. What he doesn't give us doesn't make him not our small forward. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it
Like I
makes
don't
sense.
I don't think what he doesn't give takes him out of the conversation. I think what he gives puts him in the conversation because I said this last post game. What we get from Danny Green, what we get from Matisse Thybulle. 0 points. But the defense is here for Matisse. The defense is here for Danny Green.
Yep.
So if both of them give us 0, we know
And
we
let's
got
be real.
something big defensively.
Nobody in this podcast, nobody in Sixers 24/7, and nobody in Philadelphia really wants to see Danny Green starting. Like, let's keep it 100 right now.
At all.
Let's
At
keep it
all.
100.
At all.
Everybody rather see Danny Green come off the bench. So
And
this is your answer, guys.
I agree.
I'm gonna touch what BG just said. Danny Green can hurt the starting lineup. He can't hurt the bench. He could only add to this bench.
I love it.
And the veteran leadership, the know-how in certain moments. Maybe this bench doesn't have a veteran guard who can assist them in certain areas. Danny can calm the storm, pull the troops together. So, I think his time is over as a starter in the NBA, and that's fine.
And that's
That's
fine.
fine.
And that's the thing.
Fine.
A lot of players, a lot of people, a lot of fans, and a lot of players think oh, if I'm all of a sudden just thrown to the bench, that means it's a bad thing. No, you're just better suited as the bench. A guy like Lou Williams knew his whole life, yo, I'm a bucket. But guess what? My coaches believe I can be the bucket that matters on the bench. So he embraced the 6-man role. Jamal Crawford the same way. So I think Danny Green needs to, not saying he's on their level. Don't get me wrong. Lou Williams and Jamal
Nowhere
Crawford
near it.
are different types of special when it comes to 6-man. But if Danny Green can say, you know what, I can be the guy for the bench and be fine with that. When he buys into that role, I think the sky's the limit, man. The sky's the limit for this team, man.
Bird Carell was saying,
Bird, to be honest, I like Toby getting slid down to the 3 and Yang playing the 4.
Yes.
To be honest with you,
Yes.
not that what you're saying.
I would like that lineup, but to be totally honest, that's a slow lineup.
Yeah, but I mean, we're sitting here asking for a 2 big man lineup.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the point?
True.
It's not that slow, man. Yang ain't that slow, bro. I see him
he ain't that slow, but Tobias and Yang on the floor at the same time. I don't know who's going to guard the wing. It will be my question. I'm not liking Tobias' defense on the perimeter that well, or George Nang for that matter.
That's when you bring in, like, if it's a matchup that requires Matisse Thybulle, then that's when you get into it. That's when you start switching roles around.
It was up here a second ago. I'm gonna just throw it up here again. Sorry, Berg. I'm gonna take your comment down and throw this one up. This is what I think is key. Until a trade for Ben happens, Matisse is 100% our starter. Now, once the trade happens, he might not be our starter. But with this current constructed roster, he is the best option at small forward for us. My personal opinion, and I agree with Timmy 100% with that comment.
People gonna be disappointed when they throw a trade for a player that doesn't look like LeBron and Ben Simmons, and they go ahead and get straight up pure point guard. What are you gonna do about the small forward position then?
Yeah, true indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So people gonna be mad. So they either gonna get a true point guard or they're gonna get a true small forward. You can't have both.
Or can you? Can they trade Ben Simmons for 2 players?
Yeah, but I mean, according to how Maury's trying to do this, he wants a bona fide star.
But
and in order to get a bona fide star, you're only going to get 1 player out of that.
I don't think so. I think before CJ McCollum's heart issue, the CJ McCollum Rocco trade was legitimately an option, and Rocco can definitely be our starting small forward.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, I think Robert Covington could 100. We don't need him to be what he was during the process, because during the process we needed him to get buckets at all times. Well, please make these open threes. Please be able to.
But he was making the threes. He wasn't just making the layups. The layups is what he was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how you on a fast break by yourself and you miss a duck layup?
Give him a break. Give him a break. Give him a break.
No, I'm not gonna give him a break. I gave him breaks when he was playing for the team. He ain't on team. I criticize him now.
He was a product of playing on a losing organization.
He was by himself shooting layups. That's regular layups at the
a lot of mental stuff was going on with him. I stayed on his case back then. A lot of mental.
Come on, man. I never seen somebody miss that many fast break duck layups.
Hey, we do this every time. Real quick, I'm sorry to cut both of y'all off, but we do this every time. Whenever I notice a first time commenter, and Jose, I know, and Carl, we like to put y'all up there. Shout out Andrew Vasquez on YouTube. He said, when will Ben Simmons be traded?
Hold up. I just
do y'all think this happens? Wait.
We don't know. we're waiting just like you, Andrew. But you keep posted to this show every pregame or postgame. We will know first. I can tell you that. We'll be in the group of people who will know first, and then you'll get it in that order. So the only way to know is to watch.
I got a couple messages from some 624/7 people, and they not happy with us. I just want to let y'all know that. Y'all ready? Why? They said they want us to give them some content on non-game days when it's Sixers related content going on.
Ah,
Okay.
they want some more shows. Okay,
Noted.
I see you.
Noted.
I see you.
I'm just telling y'all, people messaging me directly like, why y'all only do pregame and postgame? I'm just letting y'all know.
Noted. 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 We take that in advisement.
Yeah, we
Appreciate it.
definitely will. You know what I'm saying? I gotta talk to my secretary, see if she can free up some space on my
Listen,
schedule.
listen. Hey, much respect to your secretary. Much respect to Carl's secretary. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay. Listen, the second that Ben Simmons get traded, I promise you that the three of these faces you see right now will be live on Sixers.
From wherever we're at.
I don't care
Wherever.
Yeah. Let's put it
wherever,
that way. From wherever I'm at.
wherever we're at. If Ben Simmons gets traded, it will be a big move for this team, no matter what we get, because at the end of the day, it's $33 million sitting at home playing Fortnite. So no matter what happens, it will be an addition to this team. We will be live right here. Make sure you got your notifications on when we go live. Make sure, because we will go live if Ben Simmons gets traded.
Most definitely. That's a fact. You could book us on that. But we definitely will take it comment and advisement as far as more shows. We three hardworking brothers. We try to give y'all as many shows as possible, but we can do more. It can happen. So keep posted on, we'll let you guys know when we'll do an in-between game show.
We're here for the people. We're here for the people. Like that's the one thing that I know. The one thing I always loved about Sixers 24/7 is the fact that Joey would sit there and give us a video post for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, God, dog, this man got a lot to say.
Big fact.
He got a, oh, wait, let me see that shirt. Let me see that shirt.
You don't see
Close
Joe?
up. Close up for the people.
That's Joey right there, man. RIP to the GOAT. RIP to the GOAT.
RIP.
Real quick, I hate to throw it off because this is a Sixers podcast. RIP to John Madden. But RIP to the GOAT. And I know what his vision was, and I know what we want to put out there for Sixers 24/7. And trust and believe, if it's Sixers news, we here for y'all, man. We definitely gonna give y'all that content, 100%, 100%.
Yeah, our show originated on Sixes 24/7. The ideas came from a couple of people and their vision, but our sole our sole mission is to continue the legacy of what he wanted, his intentions, that what he wanted for this group. Um, and we stand by that.
That's a fact. So, with that being said, I'm not closing it out. Carl wanted to be over. Look at him. See, close. With that being said, we have the Brooklyn Nets next on Thursday on NBA TV. 23-9 Brooklyn Nets that are rumored to be at full health when we play them.
Kyrie.
Yes, it's an away game,
Okay.
so Kyrie might not play because you can't play. You can't be in organized basketball games in New York without a COVID shot. Kyrie still doesn't have it, so Kyrie might not be there, but it may be fully constructed other than Kyrie. So James Harden and Kevin Durant are projected to
And you
play.
know what? I like it. I
I want to
like
see.
it.
I said it in the pregame. I want to see these teams at full strength, man. I can't judge my team until I see us at full strength against other teams at full strength. That's what I want to see.
Real quick, how y'all like Johnson, man? Y'all like him off the bench? Y'all want to keep him around? Or, how do you like him as a backup point / combo guard?
I'll let you go first, Jose, because I've been over talking y'all. So I'm gonna let Jose go.
I mean, you look at his stat lines, career stat lines. He's not a bad 3-point shooter.
Fact.
He ain't scared to toss them up. You know what I mean? He will shoot them. I think he's good coming off the bench if we could somehow fit him in, because right now, if you look at it, there's a lot of guards on this team.
Yeah.
And if a move is made for a bona fide guard, then you're gonna have to start figuring out what you're gonna do with some of these lower tier guards on the team. So that would include Miles Powell, right? And
Yeah,
and Tyler Johnson.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we're gonna figure out who they're gonna keep and who they're gonna let go
yeah,
on
yeah.
that note. You know what I mean? So
Those
I
guys
mean,
are definitely battling for a spot on the
yeah,
team.
every second counts for them two guys when they're in the game. So we'll see, we can't really say anything yet because we don't know what's gonna go on, you know what I mean? And like I was saying earlier, are we gonna pick a point guard or are we gonna pick a small forward? We don't know what the deal is. So until that happens, then I don't know. But those are the two people on the chopping block, if you ask me.
I hear
There,
you.
but the beautiful thing about them being on the chopping block is that our younger talent can't be on the chopping block. They have to be on that. Hey, we'll send you down to the blue coats. So guys like Jaden Springer, we don't have to cut him. We can move him down to the blue coats.
To get more
Guys like
playing time.
guys like Bassie and Paul Reed, we can move down to free up our roster, to free up
Yeah.
the Sixers roster. We don't have to cut those players. So what I think is going to happen is we're going to keep Tyler Johnson. This is a thought. Please don't take this as law.
No,
That
these
BG,
are facts coming from BG Mouth.
that BG knows what's going to happen.
These are
Don't take
facts.
this as BG knows what's going to happen. What I see happening is us keeping Tyler Johnson, us
Mhm.
sending Henry, Powell, and Springer all down to the G League,
Mhm.
and maybe Paul Reed too.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that as soon as he said Paul Rizzle.
Maybe
There's
maybe
no
Paul
way in hell Paul Reed's getting sent down. Are
Carl
you
Carl
Yo,
kidding me?
listen,
Carl.
Carl,
You've watched Paul
have
Reed
you
the last
watched Paul Reed the past few games, bro?
Yeah, man.
He's
Yeah, man.
been bad.
I'm
He's
not
been
listen.
bad.
I'm not blind. I see it.
All
I
right,
know. I know ball. But you gotta get with me on this one. That's a Doc Rivers thing.
all
You
right.
know, early in the
Bird
season.
wants to know. Bird wants to know if we could name a potential point guard that'll be effective.
real quick, Bert, before I answer, real quick, Bert, if you can message quickly, do you mean in a trade or what
He
we
means
have
in a
currently?
trade. He means in a trade. Me and Berg talk like every other day. He wants to know
De'Aaron Fox.
bottom line.
Yeah, you just took the words out of my mouth.
No, wait.
Or
De'Aaron
the,
Fox. This
or
is
the,
the hardest person to get in a trade right now, in my personal opinion. This team knows they're not good, but this guy just won Western Conference Player of the Year. Shea Gilgeous Alexander is 100% the person I want, but he just won Western Conference Player of the Week.
listen.
It's hard for Oklahoma City to say, "Yeah, I know we're tanking, but this guy is playing out of his mind. Let's trade him." So
Nah, they're not gonna
I
do that.
don't know if Gilgeous Alexander is on the table
I like
as
I like
long as they're winning and he's playing good. They're not winning amazing games like, oh my God, they're
yeah.
going a 5-game winning streak. But he's playing so good that it's hard for them to let him go. That's who I want. I want Gilgeous Alexander.
There's a
100%.
kid in San Antonio. Murray.
I'm in San Antonio. You talking about me? They're gonna pick
Murray.
me up. They're gonna
No,
pick me up.
the young boy down the street from you who
Oh,
play
okay.
at that stadium.
Okay.
Murray is a problem. And I'll take him in a heartbeat.
You can't be no basketball fan and just be shouting out somebody's last name. You don't know his first name? Look him
No,
up.
I don't know his first name. No,
DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte Murray
He, he,
is a
he,
go.
I know you said he lived down the street from me. It's literally like 17 minutes from my house.
I
Like,
know, BJ.
I've been
you plugged
I've been in
with
the Spurs where they all of them live at. I've been there. My homeboy live out there. I've been there. Yeah, he
Yeah,
lived like
my
17
uncle.
minutes.
My uncle stay out there. I know the situation, but definitely I like him, and also I would like to, since they want Ben so bad over there in Texas, I would take him and another young piece, maybe a Kyle Anderson if he's still out there, 3-and-D type of guy along with him. You
Yeah,
know,
San Antonio usually don't be dealing off they point guards like that though.
They
Yeah,
don't deal off their point guards, but I think
he,
that
he loved Ben Simmons, man.
I think that he really thinks he can make Ben Simmons a good player. I really
And
think
he probably can.
and
He probably can.
hats off to him. He's
Yeah.
not prepared to be a Philadelphia 76er anymore.
At this moment, and that's it. And that's one thing we're sure of. You know, with that being said, I'm grateful for the new watchers that's been joining us on the show. We're very appreciative of it.
A lot of love tonight.
A lot of love, along with our continuous watchers that come on and support us every night. It's
Bird, Millie Milk, Timmy. I love y'all.
Yell them out.
I love y'all. Y'all always here. Always here. I love
Shout
it.
out to my man Milk for supporting. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Shout out to Miss Fuller, every night watcher. We appreciate you.
Every night.
Blake Lee, we appreciate you too. You know,
Blake Lee, OG.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. Please join us for pregame and postgame Thursday. We right back like Brooklyn we never left. Brooklyn Nets.
Never left. You know what I'm about to say next. Don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend.
Get with us. Eat, sleep, Sixers. That's how we doing.
Sixers.
Let's
Get
go.
that dub.
God bless you. Good night.
Good night.